Hello and welcome to the 6th annual Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship Gala, fundraiser, and silent auction. I'm Tanisha Taylor, the CEO of the foundation, and we are here in my city, Chicago. Can you believe we launched this foundation 6 years ago in my father's honor? As you know, Ezekiel Taylor unfortunately was taken from us too soon on the south side of Chicago. We pay it forward now by honoring him and giving to young men. We provide college scholarships, mentorship, and life skill programming. And this year, we are celebrating one of our largest classes. We are celebrating the class of 2022. We have been with these young men throughout their college career. So join us as we get ready to go onward and upward.
I was blown away through a conversation with a dear friend of mine who lived in Chicago as he talked about leaving his location and running into a couple who was enamored with buildings. They come to Chicago to see the Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, and they were finding it a challenge to locate it. And they asked him, were you an individual who could direct us to it? And he said, no problem. And he told them to simply look up. They didn't even recognize that they were standing right in front of it because they were looking down at their dog so long that they forgot to look up. The tourism division of Illinois has taken a marketing campaign called We're in the Middle of Everything. In the city of Chicago, it is the opportunity after more than 1 million people have been diagnosed with COVID-19. After so much has gone on in our country and we're still yet alive, you can see the endless possibilities of what can happen when you stop looking down and take the moment to look up. When I think about my sister Tanisha, because of what has happened in her life as a young girl, when her father was innocently killed, she decided not to look down in despair, but she made a decision to look up, to see what she could see in the lives of so many that would influence and inspire others. I'm Kervance Ross, and it is my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure after 6 years. Can you believe it? It's actually been 6 years, and we've been able, with the Easy Taylor Foundation, to be able to bless so many young men because we're in the middle of everything, and we've decided to look up. Many of these scholars that you'll meet tonight have this gala to thank for the opportunities to keep them looking up. And it's been impactful to their lives and to this city because of what we know as gun violence. We're still dealing with people who won't change the laws, people who won't allow black and brown individuals to have an opportunity. But this moment, we're not going to look down. We're going to look up. They've been battling turmoil, and after turmoil and situations continually arise, the lasting societal effects of the pandemic and the trauma that comes with the fight of racial and economic justice is going to be fought tonight. That's why we need the support of African American males and individuals just like you who are watching us to give this opportunity for exposure and to open the door to higher learning. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the news reports, we're going onward and upward because we're in the middle of it all. And we refuse to look down. We're going to look up. So there's only a few ways that you're going to help us stay looking up. You can't do it with just your mouth. You've got to do it with your money. And I want you to take this opportunity to not think about it, not hesitate, not even consider or deliberate. I want you to do it right now. We're going to have a couple of ways for you to make your donations. You can go to the website, eztaylor.org. You'll see it on the screen. You'll be able to give to us through PayPal, through Cash App by adding Easy Taylor FDN. And we have this amazing continual opportunity that it was so good last year, we decided to do it again. We have an online auction for you so that you get something while you give something. biddingowl.com/Ezekiel Taylor Scholar. Again, biddingowl.com/Ezekiel Taylor Scholar. And if you're like my mama, you might want to still mail your money in. And we're not against you. We are for you. We want to give you every opportunity to give. You can give by just putting your self-addressed stamped envelope to P.O. Box 22, Glenwood, Illinois, 60425. You have all of the options. You have all of the opportunities. We're in the middle of it all. We've decided to look up and change everything for so many young men that are going to be blessed by my sister and the vision of the Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship Foundation. With no further ado, I'm more excited than I've been in 6 years. She's the visionary. She's the individual that makes this worth doing. I want to take it back to you. Going right back to you right now. T, it's all yours.
Thanks so much, Vance. Okay, guys, let's get this party started. Let's get ready to honor our incoming freshman class, the class of 2022. That's our newest scholarship winners. Meet Ayomide Ajayi. Ayomide graduated from Homewood Flossmoor with a 3.7 GPA. He's headed to the University of Southern California, majoring in chemical engineering. Up next, Malik Amos. Malik is a proud graduate of Whitney Young High School. He holds a 3.8 GPA. He'll be majoring in marketing at Whittier College in Los Angeles, California. Meet Jason Evans. Jason graduated from Marian Catholic High School with a 3.7 GPA. He'll be headed to Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville, majoring in Mass Comm. Let's give it up, Timothy James. Timothy is rocking a 4.8 GPA from Tinley Park High School. He's headed south in the fall to major in civil engineering at Alabama A&M University. Say hello to Cavell Spearman Jr. Cavell held it down at Morgan Park High School with a 4.6 GPA. He's headed to Hotlanta in the fall to attend Morehouse College. Last but not least in our freshman class, Edward Washington III. Edward maintains a 4.4 GPA at Phillips Academy, and he's putting Boston on the map with MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, majoring in finance. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to the Ezekiel Taylor family. We will be with you for the next 4 years. Let's go inside to have a little chat. But first, over to you, Vance.
Tanisha, the amazing thing about this is freshmen change lives because their future has now been customized, and you're allowing it to happen. But faith, finance, and the future all go together. And the only thing we're missing are your finances. And I want to remind you, your giving is going to change the lives of these freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors all over the world that are African-American males through the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation. I want to remind you, because I don't want you to have an excuse not to give. How about you just pull out your device right now, because I know how it is with me. If I give you time, you're not going to do it, and I've been with you all 6 years. I got to make you do it right now. Pull your device out, and if you want to give, I want to give you a few options. Go to our website, eztaylor.org. Again, eztaylor.org. Secondly, PayPal and Cash App are your opportunities. You just at EZTaylor FDN. EZTaylor FDN. And I know some of you are much like me. You want to get something when you give. And tonight, through the online auction, you'll be able to bid, give, and receive all at the same time. You'll be able to go to biddingowl.com/Ezekiel Taylor Scholar. Again, biddingowl.com/Ezekiel Taylor Scholar. When you go here, we have some amazing opportunities for you to receive. You're talking about a great massage that you'll be able to give. You look tense through the camera. I need you to be able to realize that you can get a great massage. You can relax with some great relaxation packages, some items for men. It's not Father's Day, but this is an opportunity for you to be a blessing and to receive one. We got sports tickets, golf packages, and so much more. So again, go to biddingowl.com/Ezekiel Taylor Scholar. And finally, for the seasoned saints, for the seasoned givers, for those that are much still comfortable with giving by mailing, I want you to mail it to P.O. Box 22, Glenwood, Illinois, 60425. Remember, when you're getting ready to do your bidding and a part of the auction closes August 1st at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time. Mark your calendar. Don't hesitate, but if you have to, I want you to remember, bidding closes August 1st, 12:01 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, back to you, T.
Thanks so much, Vance. So I am here now inside the Hoxton Hotel in Chicago's West Loop. I'm sitting here now with 3 of our newest scholarship winners. Welcome to the family, guys.
Thank you.
So Malik, you were so hilarious in our interview with us. You showed us so much personality. Tell me why it's important for young men to stay true to themselves and to be unique.
Honestly, I feel like it's important to establish your own identity. It's because of the fact that a lot of people kind of be followers and follow wrong trends and negative things, and it kind of repeats a never-ending cycle of followers. Like, you might have your own mindset, you want to have your own things aligned with your own beliefs and morals, and to better yourself and other people around you. Like, being your own, so everybody should be different. Like, you should always, somebody should be able to carry away something that, oh, he's good at this, oh, she's good at that, and it should be like genuine and passionate, not feeling like, oh, I got to stress myself out on being something I'm not, because that's not genuine, that's not true to yourself. And your attention to always be, okay, what's the best for myself first, but like not let me do nothing due to society's opinion or judgment, but mine, and what I feel about myself and how I should feel about myself.
So Edward, you are putting MIT on the map with a 4.4 GPA. Congratulations to you. Tell me why education is so important.
I would say, especially in terms of young men, a quote that means a lot to me. As a student athlete, we often say, like, the job's not done yet, whether you just won a game and then there's another one you have to win to before you get to the championship. Outside the court and just in general in life, there's always ways you can improve. The job's never truly done. So I think with education, the main thing you get from that is you can continue to move forward and create progress for your own people. So I'd say specifically what winning this scholarship means to me as a young African-American male is that I can continue to learn in ways that'll help me eventually spur economic development in my own community, help planning in my own communities. And then I would also just say at least an increased sense of confidence.
Cavell, what do you want people to think when they see you?
When I think of what society should look at me as, I think of Black excellence and what it means to be a young African-American male in the city of Chicago and all over the world. A lot of times you see us on the news or in the media, it's for negative things. So just being here today and spreading light through Black excellence today with you guys' organization, Ezekiel Taylor, and just meeting great people that have graduated high school and college, it has really been an amazing experience. So I wish more people could see things that we're doing that actually means something. And it's peace and love and happiness and joy. And I think that's what everyone needs. Not just men, not just women, but just everybody in general.
Well, congratulations, guys. I am so glad you are now a part of the family, and we will be with you for the next 4 years of this journey. Now, let me tell you something else. Somebody else is going to be with you too. Take a look.
Hey, everybody, it's Raphael, Warnock, and I just want to say congratulations to the young Black men scholars of the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation. You represent excellence, and we are so proud of your achievements. Many of you are in college right now. Some have already graduated. And I'm remembering right now the words of Benjamin Elijah Mays, president of Morehouse College, a school from which some of you graduated and a school so committed to Black male excellence. Benjamin Elijah Mays said, "To everyone there openeth up a way and a way and a way. The high soul climbs the highway while the low soul gropes the low. And in between on misty flats the rest drift to and fro, but to each one there openeth up a highway and a low. And each one must decide the way his soul would go. You have chosen the high and noble road. You are congratulated. We celebrate you. And we stand on tiptoe to see all that you shall become to the glory of God."
Thank you so much, Senator, for your support. We really appreciate it. Now, you know, we have support on Capitol Hill and we have it from major corporations. Discover Financial has actually been a partner of ours for 2 years. So joining me now is one of our board members, Michael Freeze, who's a senior manager at Discover, and his colleague, Toby Ojo, who's a project strategist. So Michael, you were introduced to our program through one of our founding board members, Tanya. And why was it so important when you heard about us for you to get involved?
It was important for me to get involved simply because of the work that Easy Taylor does. Supporting Black men that have been either impacted by gun violence, whether it was a family member that they lost or a family member that may have committed the crime, and then helping them kind of carve out a different path. Because what I've learned is if we have positive role models, positive peers that are involved with our youth, it reduces the likelihood of them actually participating in something that's disparaging in their life.
Michael, not only did you jump right in to help the foundation, but you also brought in your company. You brought in that corporate partnership. Tell me why that was important to you.
Well, I'm the co-chair of Volunteerism Within BOLD, which stands for Black Organizational Leadership at Discover. And so part of our mission is to connect with community organizations, and yours just stood out. It was very important for us, one, to identify an opportunity for us to support young Black men, which isn't really done within Discover. So we not only wanted to involve our members within BOLD, but we also wanted to highlight you and spotlight you to the entire Discover organization. And so in doing that, it actually led to our first opportunity where we conducted the resume writing for the scholars.
Now, Toby, you were really a part of that one-on-one resume writing workshop that Discover sponsored. Tell me how our students stood out to you and what made our organization actually stand out to you as well.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to work with Jalen Holmes. It was a fantastic conversation with a fantastic individual. And what really stood out about Jalen and our interaction was just he was so prepared for the conversation and so passionate. He knew exactly what he wanted out of not only our conversation, but out of his college experience and beyond. And the funny thing about it is that he actually already secured an internship before we discussed his resume. So this was just him getting the additional practice that he needed to be successful, after his internship was over. And when I look at your foundation and the work that you're doing in the community and really breaking that cycle of violence, that really resonates with me. Throughout my conversation with Jalen, realized that we went to high school not too far from each other. And when I look at it's the financial assistance, which is important, but it's also really being able to empower and mentor these Black young males throughout their college experience, because it can be lonely, especially when you're the only one coming from Chicago, only one that looks like you in the classroom, but being able to get that support to make it through those 4 years, I think is what really makes that difference and really sets Easy Taylor Foundation apart.
So Toby, you jumped right in. There are people who work for major corporations who want to get involved. They want to bring community organizations to the table. How would you encourage them to do so?
Yeah, so I would say it's two things. Like one, we're all corporate citizens, right? So we have an obligation to our communities, to those who are looking to help, in order to be bold, in order to make a difference. And also we have a voice. And so when you see organizations like Easy Taylor Foundation and you see the great work that's being done, you have a responsibility to take that to stakeholders and say, hey, like what else can we be doing in order to make a difference here? You have three things, right? You have your time, treasure, and talent. And so you can give one of those three, you can give all those three, you can give 2 out of 3, but being able to give something to these organizations, I think makes a real difference.
Toby and Michael, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for bringing Discover Financial to the table as well. We really appreciate the partnership. All right, let's get ready to introduce you to our upcoming sophomores. Here we go. Congratulations, Andre Bass. Andre finished up his first year at Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, majoring in business administration. Next up, Julian Cole. Julian attends Howard University, majoring in biology with a 3.8 GPA. He has dreams of entering med school. Next, we have Caleb Hardaway. Caleb made the dean's list at Columbia College in Chicago with a 3.8 GPA. He's majoring in animation. Up next, Nathan Hugger. Nathan attends Triton College, majoring in construction technology with a 3.3 GPA. And lastly, holding it down for the sophomores, Ayodele Thomas Katarifu. Ayodele attends Morehouse College in Atlanta, majoring in business administration with a 3.0 GPA. None of this work could happen without our amazing board of directors and our staff. Velma Pate leads our organization as our executive director, and Brenda Bryant is our treasurer, and everyone loves Brenda because she writes the checks to our scholars every fall. So thank you to our staff and our board of directors, Dr. Yolanda Coleman, Michael Fries, Harvey Martin, Natasha Martin, Nanette Martin, Jamil Simmons, Eric Tidwell, Sandra Thomas, Shannon Travis, and Clay Wallace. So I'm here now with two of my favorite medical professionals, my favorite medical couple, Dr. Derek Robertson and Dr. Sean Robinson. You two have been annual donors to our foundation for such a long time. Tell me why it's important to you.
It is so important for me to support the Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship Foundation because I support you. We have known each other for a long time, since college. I'm so proud of you and your successful career journey. And for you to then turn around and add to your father's legacy, to support young Black men in Chicago, to have a space for them, to provide mentorship and scholarship money is so powerful. This is a spot in your life that was an extraordinary loss, but to turn it into a positive and to support other people, other young men is so powerful.
So Dr. Derek, tell me, why is Black male development so important, not just for African Americans to support, but for all of society?
Our communities are filled with young men who have enormous potential. But we also live in an age where information travels quickly. Sometimes it's sensationalized, and too often it's the type of content that can be discouraging. And it's important to have opportunities like those afforded by the foundation to connect our young men with a pathway forward that helps them realize their dreams, helps open doors that otherwise might be closed to them. And if we don't have a development initiatives like the work that you're doing with the foundation and the mentors that work with you, then those young men often will not have their potential realized. And so the work that happens with the foundation is tremendously important.
Now, you all are parents. Tell me what you want people to see when they see young Black boys, when they see your children.
There are days when I am unable to watch the news every night because it always shows a young Black male or a young Latino male committing crimes. And I also know that there is a lot of work being done in our communities. Through scholarships like yours, there are many other community programs that are going on that are not being highlighted on the news. And I know some that even reach out to news stations saying, can you please highlight my organization? Can you please highlight the positives that are going on in our neighborhood? And I think there is a narrative to keep us at the status quo. You know, we have been seeing this narrative that Black males commit crimes, and we're still seeing that. And it's very hard to then want everybody to move to make changes if that's what we continue to see. So I would love to empower news anchors, producers, and our TV shows to change that narrative, to say, I want to see something different. Or for every person that we're showing that shows a crime mugshot or someone being arrested, we're going to show something positive. That hasn't happened yet, but I would love to see that, because our young Black men are doing powerful things. They're doing amazing things, but we see usually one story, one school of all Black males getting a scholarship. There are plenty of Black males that are going to college. We just aren't showcasing and highlighting that. So I would love to see us have more space in news and in TV so we can show how well our Black men are doing.
So Dr. Derek, a lot of our students don't have a lot. That's why they apply for our scholarship. They come from really like humble beginnings, right? And you came from humble beginnings. Tell me why success is so bittersweet when someone comes from really literally nothing to success.
You know, I think the bittersweet component is that sometimes young people can feel like the grass is greener on the other side for the individuals that they see in positions that many would identify as being successful. And that's part of the reason why it's important that we, one, demystify that journey, that we share our stories with them so that they can really relate to the commonalities in that journey. Often we have a lot more in common with many of the individuals who are in positions or roles that we aspire to achieve than we know. And that's one of the things that I learned from firsthand experience along my journey. And what I found with individuals were very often to answer questions, share mistakes that they made, point me in the right direction of opportunities, much more likely to do that than not. And really, it only required either me to ask or to be in an environment where individuals were putting me in contact with other folks who were like-minded and willing to do that work. So again, that's why I think youth development is so important, and especially for those individuals that come from humble beginnings. If it's okay, I want to also add to what Sean was sharing earlier, because I think as parents and as a father of two black boys, it's a delicate balancing act of both ensuring that we are nurturing them and insulating them from some of the harmful narrative that's out there that can cause them to have lower self-esteem, but also ensuring that they have an awareness of what is being broadcast out in the environment or shared on social media that might not represent them in the most positive light, so that they can then calibrate and adjust as they mature to be able to operate efficiently and really be their very best in that environment that didn't occur overnight. And so, even if we continue to have our best aspirations about where our community, where our city, where our nation can be going forward, it's going to take some time for us to move along that journey. So we have to ensure that our young men are prepared for that journey, that they can realize their potential and contribute to it, but that they also have their skin thick enough to warn against some of the injury that's out there.
Dr. Derek Robinson, Dr. Sean Robinson, thank you so much for your continued support of our foundation. We really appreciate you. Keep supporting us. We love it and we appreciate you. All right, Vance, back to you.
Thank you so much, Tanisha. It's always good when the doctor is in the house, but when you've got doctors in the house, everything has changed. Doctors Robinson, we're so grateful for you being continual and consistent donors and your HBCU grads. We got to rep HBCUs all over the country because education matters, and it's only because somebody gave to African Americans. And we're not changing our rhythm. We're not changing our theme. The prescription has already been written, and it's prescribed that you've got to give. This is important because you've just heard from two of our phenomenal donors of the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation, and they've set the precedence for giving. They've given their time, they've given their words, but they've also given their revenue. And these supporters understand that if we want to make a difference in our communities, we have to put our money where our mouth is. A lot of you all talk great. Let me see your money operate at the same level. So tonight, I'm going to keep coming back, reinforcing it. I don't know how tired you're going to get of me, but it doesn't really matter if it changes the lives of another black male. So tonight, I want to remind you to move right now to give. Tonight's program is one that you'll never forget because you didn't forget to give. And the more we can get you in the space of giving, the more we can get our men, our young black men, in the space of giving again. You've given another opportunity. Now give your revenue and your resources. You ready? You ought to have it by now. You ought to be able to type it in the comments. It's time to give. I hope you're excited about it because I'm just as excited as you are. If you're watching me, type "it's time to give" in the comments. You're going to get your first option. You ready? Repeat after me, the website. I see you typing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. eztaylor.org. And even after you get through giving here, go back to the website and keep giving every time you think about it. We have PayPal and Cash App. It's real easy for you. All you got to do is pick up your device and give an opportunity to some deserving young black man. Add it. Use that @ symbol. You don't know what it is? It's the A with the circle around it. EZTaylor FDN. Third option, online. I told you it doesn't end until August 1st, 12:01 a.m. Pacific time that the bidding goes away, and you have an opportunity right now. go to biddingowl.com/Ezekiel Taylor Scholar. Then fourthly, this is your opportunity to not have an excuse. I don't like technology. I don't like electronics where you got a stamp and you got an envelope. Here's your option. P.O. Box 22, Glenwood, Illinois, 60425. Don't let my mistake mess up your giving. Let's do it again. P.O. Box 22, Glenwood, Illinois, 60425. Give, and give again. Now let's meet our upcoming juniors.
Congratulations, Jalen Holmes. He'll be a rising junior at Howard University, majoring in civil engineering. He's currently on an internship in New Mexico. Up next, Josiah Kimsey. He's a junior at Eastern Michigan with a 3.0 GPA. He's majoring in statistics. Say congratulations to Eric Pace. Eric holds it down at Albion College in Michigan. He's majoring in integrated marketing. And shout out Matthew McGowan. He's a rising junior at Southern Illinois at Edwardsville with a 3.3 GPA, majoring in exercise science. So we're here at the Hoxton Hotel owned by the Boca Restaurant Group, and I am so delighted to have Michelle Herndon, who's the Director of Diversity and Community for the Boca Restaurant Group. Thanks so much for having us again this year, Michelle.
We are so excited. Year two.
Year two. Tell me why it was so important to have us back again.
Well, I'd like to think that there's parallel universes at play here. We are storytellers as restaurateurs, and we're a part of people's lives. And part of that that relationship is in what we have with you, with Ezekiel Taylor. And I think it's so wonderful to see all the young students that come through here, especially from last year to this year, and watching the progression. And that relationship is just so important. To have that authenticity in what we do with the community at large is so important and vital to who we are and the ethos of our company.
Awesome, and you play such a great role with the Boca Restaurant Group as the Director of Diversity and Community. Why is it important that when people get positions such as yours, that you look to organizations to be able to support and help and partner?
Gosh, I think that's one of the most favorite things that I love about my job. You know, as challenging as it is, there's just so much purpose. Because it's almost like being a kid in a candy store. You get to work and partner with these organizations that are near and dear to some of our employees' hearts, but also to my own personal heart. Obviously, as you know, my nephew Derek Daniels goes to Clark University, your alma mater, and getting involved with this thanks to my sister Gabrielle. It's just been such a wonderful journey to watch him come through this program, all the support and the love that your family has guided us with. And to be able to be in a position in the company that I work for now to move even bigger mountains is so fulfilling. It's a dream come true.
We appreciate you moving mountains for us. You know, we love the partnership. We thank you for all that you do, all that the Boca Restaurant Group does. So please give them our love, and we hope that we can see you again next year.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I simply just got through watching the interview with Jay-Z and Kevin Hart. And he said something that blew my mind. The billionaire said, you can't do anything great without great partnerships. And corporate partnerships are key to the success of the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation. And I found out that they watched the interview as well. Because for the entire month, if you shop online, our corporate partner, In Good Conscience Care, is partnering with us to change the lives of so many black men. Here it is, ingoodconsciencecare.com. You don't want to forget it. I'm going to say it again, ingoodconsciencecare.com. Every time you purchase something from them, hear me when I tell you, they will donate 100% of the sales to our foundation. You all don't look like you're excited about that. I don't like how you're looking at me through the screen. They're giving 100% of their donations to the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation. And I need you to go to ingoodconsciencecare.com and patronize their business right now. And they have a package. in the silent auction. Did you see what I just did there, that transition? It allowed you to realize that biddingowl.com is still open /Ezekiel Taylor Scholar, and check out one of their packages, purchase, and make sure that you're not giving just once, you're giving twice. T, I want you to introduce us to Jerome, the owner of In Good Conscience.
Joining me right now is my great friend, dear friend, Jerome Clark. We go way back to our Clark Atlanta days. Go Panthers. Hey, Jerome.
Hey, how's it going, Tanisha?
I can't complain. I'm so happy to have you join us for our gala this year. And more importantly, I'm excited because you decided to partner with us. Everyone, let me tell you now, this right here is the best body wash ever. Jerome is the owner of In Good Conscience Skincare, and they have body wash that will change your life. And I'm excited to announce that he is partnering with us, the Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship Foundation. First of all, tell me, what is In Good Conscience Skincare?
So In Good Conscience is a line of naturally clean body wash products and personal care products. They're designed to give a really nice sensorial experience and provide a greater level of transparency in the types of ingredients that we're using to bring about a natural cleansing experience.
And tell me why it was so important for you to partner with the Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship Foundation.
That's a great question. I've always been very proud of the work that you've been doing in the community and with recognizing and helping young African-American men go on their journey towards their college pursuits. And as also an African-American male who also went to college, Clark Atlanta University with you, as you know, it was very important for me going through my college years and being able to receive scholarships and grants, which came in handy as a student myself working my way through college. So I figured that since our brand is a socially driven brand, it's a great way for us to get back to a cause that's near and dear to my heart.
And how would you encourage other organizations and companies to partner with community-based organizations?
I would say that companies should definitely first figure out what their passion or what their values are in terms of a company and how they want to give back from a social perspective. And then from there, it's about authentically kind of identifying nonprofits or causes that align with those values, so that when you do, as a company, go out to communities or to your customer base, they feel like they are contributing much more than just purchasing or supporting your product, but they really feel like they're making a greater impact by the use of your products and the things that you're doing in the community and for the environment.
Awesome. And I am so excited about In Good Conscience Skincare. Now you are partnering with us so we can give more scholarships away. Tell us how you are partnering with us and how people can support In Good Conscience Skincare and our students as well.
So first and foremost, you can find us at ingoodconsciencecare.com. You can also follow us at In Good Conscience on Instagram and Facebook. But for the month of August, what we're very excited to announce is that we are exclusively providing a promotional code, EZTaylor. So when you purchase our products through our website, 100% of those net proceeds will be going to the 2022 Scholarship Fund, which will be great for helping students get their start for this upcoming school year.
You are amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey in these past couple of years. We will continue to support you with In Good Conscience Skincare, just like you support our foundation as well. So thank you so much, Jerome.
Thank you so much, Tanisha. I'm happy to be pursuing this partnership with you and looking forward to raising some nice funds to support one of your students this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love to hear from people whose financial gifts make this mission work. Because of our donors and our supporters, we're able to give back to our young men. So joining me now is Mark and Joni Kroll. Thank you so much. You all have been annual donors for a long time. Tell me why.
Well, it's a very good cause, and I love the personal connection. Miss Velma Pate keeps in touch with me all the time. She sends me emails and lets me know what's going on. So I know the organization very well, and it's a very trustworthy organization.
So Mark, tell me why supporting Black male development is really important for the entire society.
Well, I think the gift of an education is something that's it's vitally important because the recipient can always do whatever they want to with it and develop their own plan for success. And also importantly, I think an education is something no one can ever take away from you.
Now, you all are parents. You have two beautiful children. Tell me how important it is to try to reach young people today.
With our children, we tried to listen to them as much as we could and not interrupt and let them get their say out before, and try not to give too much advice, but a little. But just so they're heard. That made them feel good, I think, that they were heard.
To me, for old people, the key word is patience. Just be patient, let them develop their own plan and a way to execute that plan. You can help them, guide them, but they need to develop it themselves so that they stick with it.
Mark and Joni Kroll, thank you so much for being our annual donors. We really appreciate your support. All right, let's get back to awarding our scholars. Up next, our rising seniors. Congratulations, Jordan Alfred. Jordan will be a senior at the Illinois Institute of Technology, studying architectural engineering with a 3.0 GPA. Next up, Johnny Brown. Johnny has a 3.1 GPA at the University of Miami. He's entering his senior year with an internship in Texas this summer, and he's a new member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Daniel Gay is at Clark Atlanta University. He plays baseball for the CAU Panthers. Kirkland Studial is studying pre-law at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. He has a 3.0 GPA. Congratulations, Emmanuel Taylor. Emmanuel is studying veterinary medicine at Iowa State University, where he has a 3.3 GPA. He's interning in Iowa this summer. He's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Up next, Justin Malik Powell. You can find him at the University of Southern California. He's a new member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and he holds it down with a 3.7 GPA, majoring in business administration. Congratulations, guys. I'm here with three of our Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship students, Nathan, Matthew, and Jordan. Hey, guys.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. So let's start with you, Nathan. Tell me, you just had your freshman year, headed to your sophomore year. So tell me, how was the first year of college?
No, that was great. It was a big eye-opener from high school, and I really appreciate the people who helped me get there. My dad motivated me a lot to start college in the first place. Once I got there, the advisors, my counselors, they've been so supportive. They got me involved with a lot of things at school, like the college tours. We go to Chicago, Texas. Now we're about to go to North Carolina in a second. They're so fun. Like, it's really lit though. Like, we get to have a lot of fun. So it's been a good experience.
Good. I'm glad you had a good first year, getting ready for your sophomore year. Now, Matthew, you are headed to your junior year. You've been with us now almost 3 years. What would you want to say to the people who support our foundation?
I guess I could just say thank you. Thank you for the constant support, the consistency in which, this type of stuff really helps, young black men that could be, struggling with stuff. So a lot of people don't understand how much this might help the individual. And, the constant support of just having something, rely on day in and day out. So I guess I could just say thank you for the donors for their constant and consistent support for the organization.
Yeah, you are actually our return on investment because of how well you're doing, you know? So yeah, thank you, absolutely. All right, Jordan, you are our senior. This is your last year. We've been with you for almost 4 years now, your entire college career. Tell me how it's been being a student, a scholar of our foundation.
Well, I would like to start off by saying it's been a great experience, starting from just the mentorship throughout this program, as well as the financial help for me as well, and also networking. Through the Ezekiel Taylor program, I've met with Mr. Gay, who at the beginning when I first started reached out to me, and then I reached back out to him just to get that step in the door, and he's helped me and guided me and gave me a lot of skills on how to use in the future for my career. As well as I would also like shout out Mr. Malone, my mentor. He's always been constantly checking in on me, hoping I'm doing well. So all those type of things, as well as, like I said, the financial help, because school ain't cheap. So you always got to factor that in. But like I said, Ezekiel Taylor has been great to me. And like I said, for me, it's something my mom has always told me. She said, once I'm done with this, that it's always that time to pay it forward. So that's my goal when I get out of school.
And we will be looking at you to pay it forward to the next generation. Well, we are so proud of you guys. I love you guys. So good luck this summer with your internships and also this fall. And then we'll be looking for you to walk across that stage next year. All right. I'm here now with a few of our mentors. Thank you guys so much. Eric, Chris, Terrell. Terrell, let me start with you. Tell me, when you see these guys, what do you think?
Tanisha, when I see these men, I see that they have prepared themselves for a very important phase in their life, and that is to get educated, to receive that education, and to apply what they've learned to their lives. Now, they set these goals, and they are cognizant that there will be pitfalls, there will be failures along the way. But they know that they have help. They have the foundation, they have their faith, and they have their mentors. So the chart, they follow it, and they grind and push whenever there are problems that they will inevitably encounter, then they know what to do. And we're there to help them and guide them along the way.
Chris, tell me, how important is mentoring?
It's essential. Mentoring is such an important part to the development and successful development of a young black man, especially in today's society. I view it as someone who walks with you. It's literally a walk through the park, but it's a very long walk through the park. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes patience. And understanding that you were once that age as well. It's not about protecting them from every pitfall, because we have to experience certain things to learn, but we want to try to limit how deep that pitfall may be, because we don't want them to make mistakes that will follow them for the rest of their lives, but they have to learn as they go from their mistakes. So we have to allow certain things to happen, just like a parent does. But mentoring is not a microwave situation. It's a long, slow cook. And you have to do that, one, to earn the trust, to build the bond, and to understand and learn where that mentee wants to go, what he is trying to do. And it's your job along this walk to pull these tools from wherever to fill their toolbox with the things they need to be successful. But it takes passion as a mentor. You gotta love what you're doing because of the time and the effort. I would encourage them by simply looking around them. Of course, anyone who's locally and wants to be a part of what we're doing here, please go to our website. But if there are things that you can do on your job, at your church, local communities, get involved with just the young men in your immediate surroundings and just show them who you are and give them something to look for.
So Eric, tell me, how do we change the narrative of what people see when they see our young black men?
I think it's tantamount to eating an elephant. You do it one bite at a time. And as here at the foundation, as we go about our task and our mission to educate, empower, and encourage, as we continue to do that, I think we'll move in a direction where we're keeping these colleges and trade schools full, and we're keeping these street corners, jail cells, and morgues empty. As we continue to work on that, I think the narrative will begin to change. There'll be more success stories as the foundation continues to put out these shining stars that we're producing. I think this will create more positive stories to be focused on versus the few negative stories that may still exist, which is the reality. But as we continue to do the good work that we're doing, as each one continues to teach one, because obviously ultimately we all know if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So as black men, as we continue to pour back, kind of pay it forward, if you will, for those who are mentors in our lives, who made a difference in our lives. We pay them back by paying it forward, to these other young men. And I think as that cycle continues, there'll be more of a positive perception of black men in America.
Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your support. We really appreciate you supporting our young men. Okay, Kervance, back to you.
Now it's time to present our college graduates. These young men have been students in our scholarship program their entire college career. We've watched them grow into the young men that have been educated through this foundation and through your giving. And today, we're pleased to send them out into the world. Kamari Bell, a graduate of Fisk University. He accepted a position at Arch Capital Insurance in Greensboro, North Carolina. Ezekiel Stevens, a graduate of Morehouse College. He accepted a job at Deloitte in their Chicago office as a business technology solutions consultant. Marlon Stokes, a graduate of Howard University. He's headed to New York City to work for American Express. Zion Richardson graduated from the University of Wisconsin, Madison, with a degree in industrial engineering. He works as a consultant at Accenture. Matthew Swalick graduated from the University of Illinois at Chicago. He works at Chicago Scholars and is pursuing his master's degree at the University of Chicago Harris School of Public Policy. Datrick Woody graduated from Taylor University with a degree in marketing and is an entrepreneur. He owns One Click Clothing. Congratulations to you all.
Okay, guys, you've done it. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. You know, you're like my sons. We've been on this journey for 4 years now. So tell me, Zeke, let's start with you. How has our foundation supported you along the way?
Yeah, over these past 4 years, the foundation has blessed me tremendously. Of course, through monetary value, will help me fund Morehouse, but more importantly, creating a family that I didn't have in Atlanta. It really just helped me bridge that gap. Coming from Chicago, going down there, it was like a foreign land, and through the foundation, it was an easy transition for me, so I'm forever grateful.
Okay, Kamari, you're now a college graduate, a strong young black male college graduate. How does it make you feel?
I feel extremely blessed and honored and empowered to know that I'm defying all odds as a black male in my family to graduate college, a first-generation college student at that.
Marlon, I remember giving you your first big check when you first became a part of our program. So tell me now, you're getting ready to go off to New York to work. How do you plan to pay it forward?
I think first step is definitely to make myself a resource to the young gentlemen to come. And then as far as the organization as a whole, utilize my professional resources that I will acquire in my career to really find ways to give back and to really pour into the foundation, as I really foresee this as a great thing for Chicago, and it can grow very big, much bigger than it is now.
Guys, I'm so proud of you. Again, congratulations. I wish you the very best. You're now alumni of the Ezekiel Taylor family, so you gotta continue to make us proud. And I have someone who wants to say congratulations. Take a look.
Hey there, folks. TJ Holmes here, and it is way past my bedtime. I got to anchor Good Morning America in the morning, and then GMA3. That's my normal gig. Those are my normal days, but it was worth losing a little sleep and staying up past my bedtime, because I want to just say congratulations to you all. I want to say congratulations to the scholarship winners of the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation, and congrats on where you are and what you've done. I know it's early in your lives and careers, but you have already done more and exceeded the expectations and defied the odds that many people around you that know you, even society, have for you. You've already exceeded those expectations. Congratulations on that. But the problem now is you've also set some expectations for people like me, for people like Tanisha, for the foundation and other people around you, because you have now shown what you are capable of. You have shown your talent, your ability, your know-how, your perseverance to get to this point. And now, from this point on, folks like me have great expectations of what you are going to do going forward. So please know a lot of people are going to have their eyes on you and have expectations of you moving forward and expect nothing but great things. And please always understand you do, because of where you're from and what you look like. There are going to be people that always doubt you, but there are also going to be people like me who depend on you and are going to be passing the baton to folks like you to continue up that responsibility of making sure you defy those odds and show people what we are absolutely made of. So congratulations to the entire class of 2022. I know the foundation and Tanisha are going to be with you and support you along the way as your journey continues. And trust me, I've worked with Tanisha, and Lord knows, once you get with her, you stuck with her for life. So she's going to be with you for sure. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I absolutely better see you down the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight has been heartwarming. I've got to be transparent, coming from the inner city, growing up in Bankhead in Atlanta, watching these young men, the impact that you good people, through your giving, the impact that the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation, my sister Tanisha, and the legacy of her father has made on these young men is simply heartwarming. Black men can't do what we've been called to do without somebody being called to give to us so that we can give through us. This moment is literally saving the lives through this program. And I'm excited about being connected, being able to challenge you, being able to make this impact, because your giving year after year after year has changed countless young black men and gave them the opportunity to pay it forward. Tonight is no different. And I know you've been blessed, you've been changed, you've had to wipe a tear away from your eye because you've seen what giving is doing in the lives of so many black men. Our purpose is to raise money. Without resources, there are no results. Did you hear what I said? Without resources, there are no results. And before we get out of here, I want to challenge you to help us make a change through scholarships. You've got 4 options. You ought to be saying it with me. I've got 4 options. Here it is on the screen, but so that you won't have an excuse, let's run them down one more time. You can go to the website of this amazing foundation at eztaylor.org, and you can make your contribution there. Or you can go to PayPal and Cash App. You don't have to change the name. It's the same on both platforms. Easy Taylor, FDN. Thirdly, online auction is still open, say it with me, until August 1st at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time. biddingowl.com/Ezekiel Taylor Scholar. You'll get something for your giving. And finally, for those who still have stamps, still write checks, and still want to be able to push your giving through this snail mail process, I have an option for you. We didn't overlook you. Mail us at P.O. Box 22, Glenwood, Illinois, 60425. Again, I'm Kervance Ross. It's my 6th year. I'm honored to be connected to the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation. We hope that you've enjoyed our 6th annual gala. It has been my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure to be your co-host. We're going upward and onward. We're in the middle of it all. We're no longer looking down. We're looking up. See you next year.
Thank you so much, Kervance. Thank you to all of our supporters, our donors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A major shout out to our corporate sponsors, Discover Financial, the Boca Restaurant Group, and the Hoxton Hotel for hosting us. We really appreciate your support and your partnership. Thank you to our parents, our board of directors, our staff, our volunteers, and an amazing production team to bring you this year's gala led by Mario Page. Until next year, we're going onward and upward.